Our sermon this morning will be offered by Caleb Starr.
Shabbat Shalom. To start, I heard Rabbi Starr's sermons were getting a little long, so I figured I'd step up, see what everyone thinks. Let's see. Today, I would like to share with you my experience in learning that sometimes we need to leave home to fully appreciate. As some of you may know, I was lucky enough to spend this semester with a program called TRI, or Tichon Ramah Yerushalayim. TRI is a high school program organized by Ramah Israel, where kids from all over North America come together for 4 months. This year, 13 kids from Ramah, Canada, which also happen to be my closest friends, attended out of 39 students total. The campus at which we stayed is the Goldstein Youth Village, or Chavat HaNoar HaTzioni, which is a beautiful campus located right across from Katamon Park in Jerusalem. On the campus, TRI rents our dorm rooms for the semester with roughly 4 kids per room. Below our rooms were the classrooms and the Moadon, where the grade would come together every morning for tefillah. On TRI, all my usual school credits were accounted for, and the academics were stellar, as expected. However, what set this program apart was the tiyulim, or trips, we embarked on every Tuesday and Thursday. Of course, we roamed the Machane Yehuda open market and hiked Masada, but we also explored the ancient old city and saw firsthand the political, economic, social, and religious nuances to the Jewish homeland by visiting places like South Tel Aviv and Shaarey. My friends and I also happened to attend this program at a particularly momentous time in the nation's history. Protests against the judicial reform, rockets launched from Gaza, as well as Israel's 75th birthday, and most importantly, the Maccabi Haifa soccer team winning the championship. All of these things together helped me understand the complexities within the young country. On top of that, 2 months into the program, the class embarked on one of the most meaningful experiences, the journey, or Masa, to Poland. In Poland, we visited 3 concentration and death camps, Treblinka, Majdanek, and Auschwitz. In addition, the group visited mass graves across Poland and learned the stories of a few victims whose lives were taken from them during the Holocaust. On our journey, some saw the graves of their ancestors and were able to say Kaddish for the first time. Others, including myself, shared their family stories and explained how their family escaped to America. Finally, to my surprise, some learned about the Holocaust for the very first time, while others are growing up in a community where Holocaust education is a necessity. After my life-changing experience in Poland, TRI took us to Kibbutz Keturah, down south for a week, where we were given a chance to relax and learn a little about how kibbutzim operate. Following Keturah, the class got shipped off to Gadna, another one of my favorite experiences. Gadna is a program for Israeli youth to prepare for military enlistment at the age of 18. Every day, we trained consistently and took classes about the intricacies and difficulties the IDF has to encounter on a daily basis. A regular day at Gadna started at around 6 to 6:30, where we were woken up by commanders shouting, morning training, which consisted of running, push-ups, and sit-ups. After our morning workout, the group headed to breakfast, where we fueled up and prepared ourselves for a long day. After breakfast, we had classes until lunch about the different programs in the IDF and how they operate. In the evening, there was more training that focused on cardiovascular strength as well as team-building exercises. Needless to say, when the day was over at Gadna, I fell asleep, fast. Ultimately, due to the extreme conditions and value we found working together, I would say this experience brought the group together more than I could ever have imagined. I also want to say that throughout my Israel experience, I was able to visit family almost every week, including my aunt, uncle, and many cousins. And I would really like to give a shout out to my Israeli family watching right now. Hila, Meron, Itai, Roni, Gali, Ori, and Oren, all of whom I love so much and gave me another place I can now call home. Finally, as our time on the program came to a close, my friends and I did some reflecting and thinking about what we can bring back to the States based on our experience in Israel. Coming back from this journey and when prompted to speak, I really had no idea what message I could convey or share based on my time in Israel. After taking some time to digest all these experiences by myself, as well as with some close friends, and together, we found the one word to which we all came back was community. To illustrate, everyone here knows that Israel is not a large country, and it is filled with Jews of all different sects, and everyone practices their Judaism differently. Therefore, it is needless to say that the synagogues in Israel can be quite small. Additionally, I felt as though none of the synagogues I attended were a community. Rather, it was an assortment of people coming together only to fulfill the mitzvah of prayer with a minyan. After encountering this numerous times and feeling unsatisfied and confused, I realized what my program was advertising when they said I would find my own Judaism. Ironically enough, I had to come home to figure out what I learned in Israel, which is the importance of community, especially the one we have here at Shaarey Zedek. Of course, everyone here does their individual davening as we are all different people, but what makes this congregation special is that we are all here to build each other up, an idea from which many communities across the globe could learn. Of course, I loved Israel and cannot wait to go back, but it is when we leave home that we realize the beauty we left behind. That being said, I want to thank all of you, Congregation Shaarey Zedek, for being my community, my home. Shabbat Shalom.